Hey everybody, thanks so much for tuning into the channel. If you are new here, please hit that like, please hit that subscribe. If you are returning, I also encourage you to hit that like and subscribe. We are rapidly approaching 800 subscribers, so I can't thank you guys enough for that. Please also share this video with other people that you might think like action figure reviews, especially if they're into WWE Mattel figures or Marvel Legends that I review quite frequently when I add them to my collection. Today we are going to look at the brand new Logan Paul Ultimate Edition figure that just came out. I actually found this in the wild at a Walmart by me, which is very exciting because normally the Walmart that I go to doesn't have much, and I actually willed this into existence as I was driving there. I said, please have it, because I didn't want to order online, and I certainly didn't want to drive all around town to find it, and it was there, the only one. They had a bunch of Stone Cold Steve Austins, and they had some Lex Lugers, and I think maybe a Razor Ramon, but this was the only Logan Paul, and I had to do a double take to make sure all the pieces were there, and the belt was there, because there's a lot of figure swapping going on that I see online, and I've seen it a couple times in real life, so I have to take a double take and look at the figures before I walk out of the store with them. But here we have Logan Paul, and as you can see, it comes with 3 heads, the amazing vest, a prime bottle, the US Championship, and down there are 2 additional sets of hands, finger pointing hands and fisted hands. He comes with mic holding hands on the figure itself. I do like this figure a lot. I'm not a huge Logan Paul fan, but in the grand scheme of trying to only own one figure to sort of sum up having them in the collection, I thought this one is great. It solidifies a moment in time. The gear is different, and it comes with a belt, which I always love. And we will see another Logan Paul that is in my collection. My son also has some figures, and he has a Logan Paul, so we could show a couple of them side by side. And this is the box. Logan Paul up top, WWE Ultimate Edition, Logan Paul on the side, artwork of the man himself, and then here is a picture of the figure in action, and then Logan Paul himself, and then here's the stats. And if you want to, I guess you could pause that right there to read what it says, but it's the usual Mattel boxing. I do not think, actually I know for a fact this is not a ringside exclusive or a Walmart exclusive, so you should be able to find this. It's hitting stores now. Like I said, if it's gotten to mine, I'm guessing it's gotten to others as well. So now we're going to take a look at the figure out of the box and compare it to another Logan Paul that I have and see how he stacks up. So here he is in the plastic, and as you can see, he's out of the box. He looks really good. I'm looking forward to putting him in the gear and with the belt on. So I'm going to pop him out of the plastic and do some poses with him and make it more dynamic and see what he looks like out of the plastic. So here's a better look at his accessories, and this one actually comes with a lot of accessories, so that's really nice. You have 3 alternate heads, technically 3 sets of hands, 2 mic holding hands or object holding hands on the figure itself, and then 2 finger pointing hands and 2 Fist of Fury. Then you get the rubber goods jacket and the US title with him, with the awesome Logan Paul side plates on them to add a little bit more detail. So here we'll start with the head that comes on him. So it's just a very stoic looking Logan Paul, and then here are the others. You have the mouth open head sculpt, and then sort of similar, another serious Logan Paul head sculpt. They both look good. The hair sculpt is nice. I think the hair sculpt is the same on all of them. This one that comes with the figure comes with the headband, and as you can see here on the figure, since we have him here, it comes with elbow pads, and the gear is, I guess, Philadelphia Eagles inspired. Very cool. It's just a very cool looking gear. I know he's kind of good with his gear, but I just thought this was somewhat special, so I wanted to add him to the collection. And then we have the rubber goods jacket, which is really nice, very molded. It's got raised lettering in the back, and I like this better. I like the fact that the straps are contained like this. And the next one that you'll see, or the other one that we have in the house, is cloth goods, and it looks good, but the straps kind of make it look silly. And then this has the buckles, which is great because you can't see them. The way they're painted, they're virtually unnoticeable in here. So looking forward to that. They just pop off like this. It comes with a plastic chest piece to keep its shape in the box. But see, it just pops in like so. And then you get the US Championship with the Logan Paul side plates, which is a nice touch. Always love a good championship belt. And then prime bottle, nice touch there. And then here are the hands. Got painted on wrist tape in the green, so they're just painted on, they're not molded on. And then as for the figure itself, double jointed arms, of course, and butterfly joints, which is nice. The figure feels really good. Sometimes I don't know, this one feels solid. He's got double jointed pinned knees, which I think they bend better. I think they feel a little bit smoother than when they're pinless. Sometimes on these figures I feel like I'm going to break them when I'm trying to pose them in certain ways. And I don't do a lot of posing. Like usually once I find a pose, it stays up on my shelf, and I don't do a lot of posing, so I don't get as upset about some of the posing and some of the articulation that some might do, because that's kind of just, I set it on my shelf to be in my eclectic cast of characters, and go from there. But all in all, I think it looks good. He probably could be a little bit more ripped, but there's good detail on the bicep. There's some veins showing, detail on the crotch piece. Has some stitching that's painted on. Thigh cut. You have the boot cut. Pointed toes a little bit. I don't usually use the toe articulation that much, but it's a nice touch. I do have some paint splash on my forearm here from the green, but that might be from the elbow pad, actually, that kind of thing. So let's pose him up and take a look at him with some of these accessories on him. So here you have him on the stand. You get a good 360 degree look at him, and I tried to incorporate as many of the accessories as I could. I popped off the different head because I wanted his mouth to be open for this shot. But as you can see, you got the finger pointing hand, he's holding the prime bottle, and he's displaying the US Championship, which I think is a great look. I just think this gear looks absolutely amazing. Now the jacket was a little bit hard to pop those things into socket, so that took some extra time when I was off camera. But as you can see, it looks really good. And like I said before, I'm not the biggest Logan Paul fan, but I think this is a great figure that, as far as I'm concerned, this will be the last Logan Paul that I will need to add to the collection. In recent times, I have decided that I'm not going to collect multiple versions of figures, with rare exceptions. Anyone who's seen some of my older videos, there's certain figures that I have lots of, and that's because their careers had spanned so long that they just had so many different looks. The most figures I have of any one character is Hulk Hogan, The Rock, Undertaker, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. And other than that, I'm trying to stick to a one and done type of scenario, and it's being met with mixed results, in all honesty. But securing this Logan Paul is really good. I'm very excited to have it in the collection. The one thing I am looking at, I want to try, is I have a pair of sunglasses. I think they came from Carmelo Hayes. I think he would look awesome with a pair of sunglasses. So let's take a look. So here he is. I popped a pair of sunglasses on him. They don't fit as well because his hair keeps them from, like, you can't tuck it in the hair. Some of the figures have spaces where you could put the glasses in the hair over the ears. This one's not. It's kind of crowbarred on, but you can tell that he looks kind of cool with sunglasses. So if you could find a spare pair of action figure size sunglasses, this might not be a bad gig. And yeah, I think it looks kind of cool. Steps it up a little bit, and I actually like it with or without the sunglasses. Funny enough. So now we're going to compare him to two other Logan Pauls that I have. And here you have them with the two other Logan Pauls that I have. Actually, they're my son's. He's a big Logan Paul fan. So we have the Elite figure on the right, and then on the left is a basic or main event figure that came in a 2-pack with Roman Reigns, I believe. And then in the middle, of course, we have the new one that we're looking at right now. And I think they've done tremendous work with the head sculpts on all three versions of these. I think that he's one of the better figures that they can recreate, looking great. And he's one of those guys that has really good gear no matter what. The Elite figure on the right, you can see the cloth goods, and while the color scheme is really good, the way the straps fall, it's not as clean looking as the rubber goods. So I'm always on the fence. I'm hit or miss with cloth goods versus rubber or plastic jackets and stuff. Sometimes they look really good, and other times they're make the figure so stiff that you can't pose them, especially if it's a full jacket with sleeves. This one's different. It's a vest. You still have the posability in the arms. It's really good. But in other instances, like a Dragon Lee or a Miz figure that come with these full rubber jackets, you can't pose them. So there you have it. That's 3 Logan Pauls that we have in the collection. Let me know in the comments, is Logan Paul, I know he's divisive, is he someone that you're adding to your collection? Can you see yourself just adding him one time and this being the version, or you hold out for future versions of Logan Paul? Let me know in the comments below. Well, there you have it, my review of the Logan Paul Ultimate Edition action figure in the Philadelphia Eagles inspired gear from WrestleMania 40. If you've made it this far and have enjoyed this video, please do not forget to hit like. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel, and please share this video with other people that you might know that like action figure reviews, especially if they're into WWE Mattel figures or Hasbro Marvel Legends figures that I review occasionally on this channel. As always, I can't thank you enough for watching. Have a great day. Hope to catch you in the next one. Bye bye.